Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make these. The first thing you're going to need is a trunk. You can use that one of course, or any other object you can think of. I really like using the large log from the construction menu. If you want your tree to have a more grounded look, you can add some of these faux root pieces, and don't be afraid to use a lot of them. And you can add them to any trunk you want because you can always recolor them. Do make sure to sink them in properly so they don't look like that. When it comes to adding branches, make sure you angle them upward so that they mimic the growth direction of actual branches. And since we have a limited number of pieces, you will be using the same one several times, so make sure that you rotate it and sink some in more than others. If you're creating a tree with moss hanging from the branches, like the one I was asked about, which specifically prompted this video, it may be tempting to just use the align to surface and plop them on there. I highly recommend that you don't. Instead, use angle snap to ensure that they are not defying gravity. And then attach them to the branches using the arrows. It does take a lot longer, but it will produce a significantly better end result. Once you've done that for about an hour, or grab the tree from the workshop, all you have to do is rotate and plop down as many copies as you want. Or you can make a new dead tree using old dead trees. Just sink them into each other, rotate them, lower one, play with it. Then add some branches until voila! Don't like dead trees? Make a live one. The same principle applies. You can sink them down, rotate copies of a tree inside itself in order to create different versions of it. You can make a more full-looking tree or a more interesting looking tree depending on which pieces you combine and how you do it. Personally, I stick to one species of tree per tree so I don't end up with a genetically dubious oak palm tree abomination. But hey, I'm not the boss of you. It's your tree. Do what you want to do. There are so many options. Now, what do I have for you? Trees! Surprise! I also have a toolbox. This is where I gathered all of the things that I might consider using when creating a dead tree. There are trunks, there are branches, there are roots, there's plenty of stuff that might grow from the branches or on the trunks. Look at all that stuff. And I gave you my favorite search terms when you're looking for things for your trees. Have fun!